You know my eye, bro.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Los Angeles Rams. On the visitor's sideline, Lions head coach Dan Campbell. His guys hoping to close out the season on a high note, just 2 wins on the year, hoping to make it 3 by the end of this one. On the other side for the Rams, it's Sean McVay. The Lions offense about set to take over here. And all eyes on this man, their star wideout. He's had a season for the ages. Over 2,000 yards receiving. Simply incredible.
Yeah, and for the longest time, we've thought about Calvin Johnson. 1,964 yards. That was the standard before you could get to 2,000. This is uncharted territory that we're talking about right now. I just wonder, how much higher can he take this?
That's the question everybody wants to know is, what's the final tally going to be?
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Lady! Hey!
Back to throw. Stafford. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Here's 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
180! Switch!
Throwing is Stafford. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
God damn.
Jack Campbell with a pick. And he will bring it back.
God damn. God damn, God damn.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
At the 37.
Stafford. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
Ready. 20 hot.
Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Set. 280.
Stafford looks to throw again.
Oh my God, bro.
Continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Brian Blanche with it. And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the... Now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like
fucking
that.
eye, bro.
But thank you, Dr. Davis.
There's some shit right here.
Loose. Ready hot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touchdown.
It's a gain of 7.
Now second and 3.
Second and 3 at the 9-yard line.
Now Stafford. Man over the middle, and it's complete.
It's a gain of 20.
And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down.
First down.
A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
At the 23-yard line.
Now it's Stafford. He hits Adams complete. And they get him down but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 40.
Stafford now to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's another Rams first down.
Here's Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The end result, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 23-yard
Solid
line.
catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for getting outside.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
At the 30-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
And partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. There to get a hand in and knock that one away. DJ. Rams offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way, because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half. After the interception, here's Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
At the 44-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And Higbee going to have a Rams first down as he'll get this down to the 35-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Stafford. Stafford for the
Oh my gosh, bro.
It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to get the football back at their own 17. So the ball changed. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. The first throw here for the backup Garoppolo. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Lions' 47-yard line.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? They'll look to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Garoppolo looks to throw. That is caught. It's Williams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
A gain of
23 yards, the final tally.
It's another Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the...
Hey, don't do nothing crazy now. Are you in or out? Ginger, come on. Ginger. Are you in or out? So press the door for me. But you can't be doing that with all these flies. I'm not about to just rub you 24/7 either.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Over the middle. That's caught by Adams. So 5 yards here. 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 8-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. A quick
Oh
throw.
my gosh.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Complete in the end zone. Results in a 4th down.
Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
First and 10.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play.
Okay, break.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Garoppolo. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Panther 60. Panther 60.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Intended for his wideout. Incomplete. DJ Reed there defensively.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Garoppolo now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Garoppolo again. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down.
Let's go. Hey, check on move. Check on move. Liking 18. Get up.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Rams put together a fourth quarter drive to take the lead. A big play coming now for the Rams as they'll go for 2.
The Rams will line up.
Garoppolo looking to throw for it. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the home team's offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game.
Here we go. Sack. Check up.
To throw is Garoppolo. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
60 Eagles.
Now Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And hold on to that football, by the way. That's a big one. Catch number 150 for him on the year. That breaks the single-season mark set by Michael Thomas of the Saints in 2019. Congratulations. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
First down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Yeah.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it. And oftentimes,
and he can't get him thrown away. He's taken down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. 3rd down and goal coming up here. To throw is Garoppolo. Wide open receiver, complete.
Garoppolo's pass complete to Puka Nacua. A gain of 15 yards.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
and partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the... The LA offense ready for this next possession.
Bro.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a
I was
field goal
dead
to get the
ass
victory.
right there,
And
man.
this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. Oh, and it's intercepted.
What the fuck is this nigga doing?
Kirby Joseph. And he's going to get this one.
Oh my gosh. I'm way on the other side of the wall, man. What are we doing?
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really,
Wild game. Wild game. The freaking wild game.
to the following presentation of the National Football League.
I don't even be on that shit like that for real.
The Rams offense ready to get going. They come in on top in the NFC West. And the focal point of the offense, as it's been all year, is this man at wide receiver.
Bro, we should have won that
game.
game.
For an encore, Charles, after the numbers that he put up a week ago.
That's a great question because not only was he the top of the NFL, he's top of the entire football world. You have little kids out there begging their parents for his jersey, wanting to be him, and put up those kind of numbers in the backyard. Now, look, I don't think he'll approach what he did last week, but 6 for over 100 yards, I think that's well within reach.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And the Rams at 11-3 on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
They'll run for the first time here with Kyler Williams. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Back to throw. And nowhere to flip that.
Should have just sat right there, bro.
Well, the Rams and Seahawks.
Just sat in the middle.
Of course, the NFL has targeted a handful of rivalries to really highlight this season. This is one of them, and with good reason. In recent history, both teams have had innovative offenses and hard-hitting defenses. You think about Russell Wilson and all he was able to accomplish under Pete Carroll. The same with Matthew Stafford and Sean McVay. You throw in the 49ers and the Cardinals, and it's easy to see why this has been one of the best divisions in football the last decade plus. And that is incomplete.
God damn, Devontae.
Just what Seattle was hoping for. The
God damn it.
And now 4th down.
Oh.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out.
I'm a little tired of Garoppolo.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw here.
Like, bruh.
And he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement.
What are
because
you
now
doing?
everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback?
That was not what I was going to do.
When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
The Rams now coming out on the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Let's go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And it'll be intercepted.
Bro, it takes him too long to throw the ball, bro.
Get the football here as the ball will come out. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He'll drop this down to Williams. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
We gotta win this game, bro.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And
Oh, God.
down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down. To throw, it's Garoppolo.
Oh, my gosh. Garoppolo, this nigga is so trash.
And he'll take it across
Nigga.
and down to the 48-yard line.
Bro, his fucking release for the ball take these.
Offense and their big play wideout.
Oh my God, bro.
And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
I had to come back to that shit. This is how we do that, motherfucker.
Second down.
I fucking eye hurt too, low-key.
Now Garoppolo. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of
these niggas are in cover 3. They look like cover 2.
They'll set up a throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
You do that shit to my fucking legs, man.
Sink here early. And now it's 4th down. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No. But you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be second down. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch of this 3rd quarter, he had 7 in the first half. It's also a first down. Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now we're going to get a timeout.
Why is it so fucking trash, bro?
3rd and long. They'll look to throw.
Bro. This should just get bad, worse motherfucking day, dog. This nigga Garoppolo is so terrible. Garoppolo is so terrible. Like, what are you actually doing, good sir? What are you doing, good sir? Uh, Nigga, this ain't nothing but coins. Bro, man, be so for real. Bro, I thought these were players, bro. This is just fucking coins. Bro. Bro, I am so unenthused right now. I'm so unenthused right now, bro. That ain't shit, bro.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Caesars Superdome. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They go play action with Jackson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell